you can ride a trials bike through the woods, through sections, you can probably do any type of motorcycle sport there is, because it teaches you the basics. Throttle control, clutch control, balance, looking ahead, you know, all the key ingredients to being able to ride on a trail fast. Having that control over the throttle and the throttle not controlling you is the biggest key. And then the clutch, you know, being able to release that clutch slowly and controlled. Being able to balance on your bike so that when you're in a corner, you're not too much balanced inside or outside, that your balance just perfect, can smooth through corners. All that is so important on a trials bike. Looking ahead, you know, making sure that you know where you're going and not staring at your front wheel and then reacting to things that you see, being able to see ahead. So if you can balance through the stuff we're riding here on uneven ground and over roots and rocks and things and control your bike, you can go over those really fast and control your bike. Local events, we usually get 60 or 70 riders, and they're all different abilities. We have from novice class all the way up to what we call our champ class, which is our top class. In that, you'll have fun as a beginner trying to get through the sections that are laid out for the beginners, that are more you know, flat ground, curves, turns, and then you'll progress your way up to maybe you're in advanced or expert classes where you're, you know, riding up logs and rocks and, you know, over the obstacles. And all this comes to you as you learn the basic techniques that build and build and build until you're able to go over just about anything. My kids, who are now 22 and 19, started riding when they were 6, 7-ish. And we rode trials the whole time. And the thing about trials is you're out there for 5 hours, which is usually the time limit for trials. And you're riding together. You're within speaking distance of each other. You're able to help each other, coach each other through the sections. So for a family, for a father and son or a father and daughter, it's the best time you'll ever have on a motorcycle, because you're actually communicating and helping each other and encouraging each other, or maybe laughing at each other, you know, all day long. It's constant communication. Whereas if you're trail riding, you may ride a long length of trail and then stop and talk about it and take off again. Where trials, you're one-on-one all day long. Yeah, you could come to a trials with just about any year model trials bike and be competitive in the lower classes. So you may be able to get a 10-year-old bike for $1,000 or $1,500 and come out and ride it for a couple years before you step up. But there's not much of an investment. The bikes are very inexpensive. Everything you know about maintenance in motocross or enduro, you can throw out the door. These motors are water-cooled motors. They don't rev really high, so they're really a lifetime motor. You won't ever have to rebuild your motor. You clean the filter, oil the chain, and that's about all you really have to do maintenance-wise. So you don't have to be a great mechanic to ride trials, I guess is what I'm saying. And the gear is mostly, you got to protect yourself, of course, with a helmet and boots and maybe some gloves. But other than that, people ride in blue jeans, or they may ride in the latest trials gear. But it's all over the board at a local trial. It's probably one of the easiest entry sports, motorcycle sports there is. You can go to MotoTrials.com, and then there'll be links in there into local trials clubs all over the country. You can search trials in Google and probably come up with as many trials clubs as you want. If, say, you live in Kentucky and you Google Trials Kentucky, there'll probably be 3 or 4 trials clubs come up that would have every interest in talking to people.
This has got to be bike setup now.